What if artificial intelligence wasn't just, a powerful calculator, but had actual intuition, could balance itself, and maybe even had, Log4j calls it a heartbeat? For you, keeping up with AI, this sounds like more than just an update. It feels like a real shift. So today we're diving deep into Log4j and their big creation, ECOS. They call it a neuroscience-driven AI fabric. Our mission here is to explore how ECOS really tries to redefine AI, mimicking the brain, being proactive, and interestingly, making this power accessible. Okay, let's unpack that a bit. The problem with a lot of current AI, especially in critical areas like cybersecurity, things, SIEM tools.
Right, the security information and event management systems.
Yeah, those dashboards, they're fundamentally reacting, aren't they?
Totally.
They're like, guard dogs trained to bark only at threats they already know. Stuff we've explicitly told them about.
And that's the failure point, exactly. That reactive approach just isn't enough anymore. These systems, they inevitably miss the really subtle stuff, the sophisticated attacks they've never encountered.
Because they can't anticipate.
They can't. They just respond. So, yeah, the insight is clear. We need AI that can actually think ahead.
Okay, so given those limits, pretty clear limits, what did Log4j do differently? What was the foundational idea for something truly proactive?
Well, they aimed for something radically different. They call it a digital consciousness.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, designed right from the start to mimic how the human brain works, operationally, I mean. Right. So when ECOS starts up, it's not like booting a normal PC. It performs what they call homeostatic balancing.
Homeostatic balancing.
Okay.
Finding its center.
Kind of, yeah. Think of it like calibrating its virtual synapses, those connections that let its AI parts process info, like our neurons. It's getting itself centered and ready to think.
So it's basically meditating before tackling cyber threats. That's pretty fascinating. Okay. But how do you see that? How does a user see what this thinking system is doing inside?
The interface is also revolutionary. It doesn't just show you like CPU load. It displays the system's vital signs, brain-like functions.
Okay. Like...
Well, for instance, there's the EI balance. That's the equilibrium between its impulse to act, maybe flag a threat, and its, let's call it wisdom to hold back, avoid false alarm.
Impulse versus wisdom. Interesting.
But here's where it gets really, really interesting. It also shows cognitive confidence and intuition.
Wait, hold on. Intuition.
Yeah.
In an AI, that still sounds a bit sci-fi for many people, right? Yeah. How are they defining intuition here? Is it just super advanced pattern matching, and is there a risk it just does things we can't follow?
That's a really important question. So this intuition, it's a calculated score. It's based on things like how relevant the data seems, how complete its analysis is, basically how sure ECOS is about its own read on the situation.
Okay, so it's a confidence metric, essentially.
Right. And when this intuition score gets high enough, it triggers the Effernce Gate. That's its internal go-no-go signal for taking autonomous action.
The Effernce Gate, got it.
And crucially, this is key, before it acts, it runs a simulation. It predicts the consequences of its potential action.
So it thinks, predicts, then acts.
Exactly. It learns to hesitate, evaluate outcomes. That's a massive leap from just automating a response. Makes it truly proactive.
That simulation part.
Yeah.
That explains the bold claim, then, that ECOS could actually replace something like a sim, not just help it.
Yeah.
Because it's thinking ahead. But, with that kind of brain-like complexity, we might worry, how usable is that? How do you make that accessible to someone who isn't, a neuro AI expert?
Yeah, Log4j seems to have thought that through pretty well. They made the complex core easily switchable. With just one click, you can simplify the whole thing into a home AI view.
Okay, so layers of complexity.
Exactly. Deep dive for the techies, but simple and intuitive for, everyone else.
Which connects to the bigger picture, doesn't it? Yeah. Actually democratizing this kind of advanced AI, making it something you can use.
Precisely. They're even building something called a Synapse Store.
Synapse Store, like an app store for
creating your own micro-intelligent personal apps. Little AI tools for daily tasks. And the idea is you don't need a PhD in data science to build them.
Like what kind of tasks?
Imagine building a quick app to sort your emails based on your priorities, or maybe one that pre-drafts replies in your style. Advanced AI, but genuinely for everyone.
And this isn't just theory, right? You mentioned traction.
Yeah, it's not just on paper. 3 major universities are already using this technology.
A significant buy-in.
It is. And there's also a commitment to sustainability. It actually tracks its energy savings in real time, the reduced carbon footprint.
That's a nice touch, a practical one.
So what Log4ce is really pushing for here is a fundamental shift, a redefinition, an AI that's less artificial maybe, and more an intelligence that feels organic, intuitive.
An AI with a heartbeat.
A sense of balance.
And the wisdom to think before it acts. So the final thought for you listening, what does it really mean for our future? When AI might genuinely have a mind of its own in this way, capable of intuition, foresight, simulating consequences, it's definitely something to think about. If you're intrigued, you can see it for yourself. Check out log4ce.com and their YouTube channel.